After one of its strongest years in almost a decade, the big question for the FX markets is simple. Can GBP US dollar extend its gains in 2026, or was 2025 a one-off? I'm Fiona Cincotta, Senior Market Analyst at StoneX's Directed Brands. And in this video, I'll give you a brief overview of the more detailed GBP US dollar 2026 outlook report, which can be accessed using the link below. In 2025, GBP rose 6.5%, marking its best annual performance since 2017. But here's the catch. This wasn't really about pound strength. Instead, we saw US dollar weakness, with the dollar falling around 10% in its worst annual performance since 1979. Pound actually lost ground against the euro and the Swiss franc, highlighting a lack of broad GBP strength. Now, as we head into 2026, UK inflation is cooling faster than expected at 3.2% year on year. That's below Bank of England expectations. Also, with the budget, that could bring with it as well cooling inflation effect. Unemployment's risen to 5.1%. Wage growth is also easing, and UK growth remains sluggish. And that potentially gives the Bank of England room to cut rates further, potentially by as much as up to 3% as a base rate by the end of 2026. Now, that is quite a dovish scenario, but it is a scenario that it could also weigh on the pound. Add in fiscal fragility, political uncertainty, and the GBP upside does look limited without clearer domestic support. Now, across the Atlantic in the US, the labor market is cooling. Inflation is also cooling as well. And then the Federal Reserve has cut interest rates 3 times this year. And then there are questions, though, over what exactly will be happening as far as US rate cuts are concerned in 2026. The Fed is currently signaling just one rate cut. Markets expect more, especially given the prospect of a more dovish Fed chair to be appointed. Now, as far as the technical outlook for UK GDP is concerned, the pound US dollar remains constructive above 130. A break above 137.90 opens the door to that 140 psychological level, but a drop below 130 would shift the focus back towards 127 and 126. Now, without renewed dollar weakness or a stronger UK growth story, GBP USD may struggle to repeat 2025's performance in the coming year.